through thick and thin. Even in the patches where it hasn't been great, he's still been willing to pick it up and experiment with this time zone and looking for a first blood.
A first blood on the table, whips the spear, and Ame and DY will get the kill.
That is a huge pickup for this XG safe lane. When you are getting kills with Faceless Void, you feel like you are just winning the game straight up. And this is going to be a very strong ultimate for XG to player save. He's a hard BKB piercing disable. Pretty hard to go wrong with that toolkit.
Yeah, and in this case, you've got some very clear backline you want to be able to save between the sniper and the lone druid hero.
Absolutely.
And especially the lone druid hero, right? Putting that, if they try and go on the hero, you put him under the disruption, the bear is still, you know, swinging on you during that time.
So I will say, if you have to disrupt the lone druid, you might be in a bit more trouble than you bargained for, because that hero, in theory, should not need a disruption.
And could just set up for something like a Shadow Fiend ultimate in certain points of the game. Shinkyu barely able to get away from the bear. Throws back a little shard. Bit of pressure coming out from Tundra.
This is a strong rotation. Do not know if XXS is ready for this at all.
Yeah, they saw some of this coming. They're going to pop the glyph to try and keep XX close by. They got him inside the cogs. A guaranteed kill for Tundra. And some pressure on that off-lane tower. Tundra.
6 minutes, though, coming up the clock, so maybe you sacrifice the power rune with this move, but no. Soxa wins the...
Been subject to that kind of pressure before.
Yep.
You're going to catch him here on the Assassinate, just a bit of damage, push him back, disruption, a couple more shadow poisons, a blood grenade even. Does he think he can actually get this kill? It's going to rely on landing the poisons. He got a fourth one, needs a fifth one, he got the fifth one! Soxa, the hired assassin, sharp on his mark, brings him down!
What a move. I thought this was just some harass to clear up the map, but Soxa says, continue to fall behind in this early game. Are you going to have the manpower to defend your tier 1s against a push that can come? And guess what? It's here.
What a push it is. Tundra, two-man rotation through the gates, trying to catch Ame here. Ame, one-time walk to work with, will be able to walk it off. Can DY do the same? No damage coming in just yet, but they are going to be able to keep this loop around. Is there going to be anybody from Xtreme who are going to counter-rotate? Are they just giving up on this? It seems like with 5 heroes in the top part of the map, Xtreme say, whatever, man, you can have it.
They're going to trade bottom out with the Lycan. That is what they're trying to get right. Your SF was kind of low on resources, but now they're making the delayed rotation, so Tundra do not want to get caught up here. Ramses.
XM throws out the arena. XM stuck on the other side of it, but close enough to get some raises in. And Shinkyu will be able to finish it up for XM, no problem. And now it's in turn Xtreme Gaming. After the tower died, they know that kind of invasion is coming their way, so they had a ward out to see the move.
What? Ame flanking in the river.
Ame cutting in. Looks like they've already caught Whitemon. Ame's looking for a bit more. While they get Whitemon, Ame thinks about whether or not he can keep chasing. 10-minute power rune is what he's going to play for here, and does manage to get an amp damage.
That's a nice rune to take away. I mean, I don't know if he wants to be in the river with the Void at 10 minutes, but he will gladly take the rune away. And
well, he certainly doesn't want to be top, where the lone druid has come through the gate once again to, if nothing else, take the tower.
So there's a deep ward up here for XG that can kind of...
We're also still waiting on the level 6s for some of these supports, like the Clockwork would make it a lot easier to catch these supports, but they'll find DY anyway, trying to D-ward. Gets denied by Thompson. Ame finds some space.
Caught randomly in the fight, the wolves start eating you. You get chunked pretty fast on some of these low armor heroes.
Yeah.
If I'm Tundra, I won an AC at some point in this game. I would not mind a Shiva's as well. Super valuable item versus these 3 right-clicking
through. Great target to be able to find. Got him on the other side of the shards, and then no! Couldn't get off the Requiem. Ramses interrupts.
He will not get it off.
Will not get it off. Denied for the full swing of Tundra as they turn that gank around.
Beautiful play from Ramses. Absolutely reading the map, backing up the vulnerable hero in this Thompson sniper and protecting him in this early game, and you get...
Trying to go high ground at some point in time. Xtreme are just going to keep dodging, right?
It feels like they almost want to, but there's just stuff to claim on the map. Hero will TP back, try and find the Jakiro again, and they will get it.
DY time and time again. He'll pay the price for the rest of his allies.
Actually, continuing to dodge. I mean, it's starting to feel like
the map here, pull all these heroes away, and they're going to do just that. He's got an Aegis. He's got some time walks. He's going to have to make some smooth moves to get out of this one. His first life is already forfeit.
Where's the help? Everybody's so far on the map for XG.
A hook shot to follow this up, perhaps. Immediately a fear is going to be used, and they got him easily. A Requiem that barely touches Tundra for a third time. Requiem's just not finding their mark.
What can you do with it? We've seen the catch and the lockdown be the issue.
I mean, a Hurricane Pike is only going to take Thompson so far here. The Lycan might be able to run him down, especially with these Alpha Wolves. They've got him surrounded. The Shards, okay, now there's a push away, and Lycan is totally given up on this one. He's left Xin-Q behind, says just one hero showing himself, the Shadow Team, and was enough to deter that Thompson from one shot to another. There's a second one at XXS, which...
Another wasted Lycanol just to run away. As you've given up your Ancient control, this is where one of your last wards is on the map too. XG want to use it, want to fight.
Whitemon gets out.
Just
nice
no catch.
And clean. Just Cogs, hits one, gets out. What happened to Pure? Man just died to Tormentor.
Yeah, though I will say this is a big death. It's a lot of breathing room for XG right now. In a game they were struggling to find some opening. He's going back for round 2, okay.
All right.
I'm just saying, my man, if this one doesn't work, we got to go back and do some math here. Though the fight is breaking out bottom. XM gone.
Congrats on your Tormentor. Ramses, meanwhile, he'll win some fights for you. A BKB arena that catches 2.
These tag team ganks for XG have not worked.
When they get the upgrade, they'll be able to just...
Disperser, super value in this match.
And Afuta bearing as a third counter to it as well. Potentially Xin-Q trying to buy himself a little bit of time here. That's all he will do. Time. It's the only resources he has. No HP to work with.
Feels like by the time you see a time zone in this game, you're already going to have the itemization counters to it.
Yes. Coming in.
This is a catapult. XG cannot prevent the backdoor going down here. Thompson just laying into it from the low ground. I mean, are you going to take this fight or just give up the racks to try and get to your BKBs? It almost feels like you just want to give this up. Banish.
Ramsey's coming back. A disruption to set things up on XM, who has no BKB to defend himself. He is all offense, no defense. A nice snowball into the neutral camp that they had vision of. He tries to go for a desperate TP out, but he is stuck here. The Cogs stop that one pretty easily. Once again, a duo of Xtreme that play together and die together. They seem so far away with the pressure that Tundra is putting on them. They go for it anyway. They try and get this fight with a time zone, but here he goes. Disperser on out of there. They'll leave the bear behind. That's the best bounty Xtreme can get out of that situation. And Tundra can probably go back to it if they want.
They used Lycan ult as well. They did get the Ags on the Jakiros as well. Yeah, the push has come. No BKB for Ame. He's 100 off.
All this attack speed slow is not going to stop Pure with an AC. Xin-Q tries to go in, puts him inside of the shard, and with that macro pyre out, they're able to do some damage. They drop the Requiem. Oh, it's pitiful. It doesn't do nearly the damage that is required. Arena goes down, and it's XM who's going to be the victim instead, perhaps, as all 3 are going to die. As Saksa, with one poison, cleans up all of them. That is done. Xtreme Gaming. They hardly even played this game. 3 kills to their name before they call G.